All right, here we go. 5.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
switches.
on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of the No Name Podcast. I'm your host for this. Want to restart that?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the episode. You want to restart that?
What are you doing?
I got tongue tied.
Are you
that
trying to
time.
give? Are you trying to give the episode number at the start? 2, 1.
Welcome to a new episode of the New Name Podcast.
Oh my gosh!
Keep making faces.
Because all I know, just going based off the audio, it's like welcome to it. I'm like, what is happening?
Hold on, let me see if this audio is better. Hold on.
Oh my god! All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of the New Name Podcast. It's your boy Manny. Your co-host for this week, Ricky.
Only
No cool
co-host.
nicknames. I didn't plan. Yeah. Well, no, technically I'm a co-host as well. We're both.
He said my co-host for this week. I'm like, I'm your only co-host.
Not true. I have another co-host. I just don't talk to you about him.
You heard it here for us, folks. Manny has a secret podcast.
I do. It's called TED Talk. Come to it. Come to it. I don't know.
Stop.
Anyways, your boy Manny. We were talking about a lot of topics this week. Not a whole lot, but a lot. A lot of mini ones. It's gonna be a good episode. I think it's gonna be action packed. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertaining. So grab a caffeinated beverage of your choice and a snack of your choice, and sit down, spend time with the family, and have a good time. Ricky, how you been?
You would not believe the amount of content I have consumed this past weekend.
I would not. Well, let me just take a drink of my Mellow Yellow Zero.
I love
Why'd
this.
you sigh like that?
Because it wasn't you trying to be a side. It was more of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's trying to like make free advertisement of this.
That wasn't an advertisement. They don't sponsor me, but I really enjoy their product.
My point exactly. You're trying to make it sound like it's a sponsorship. That's the thing.
No.
It sounded like it. Remember, people, like, if you don't know already, if you're watching this on YouTube, for our audio listeners, and particularly for the video YouTube version, you don't see Manny on camera. It's just a picture of him and everything.
Oh, is it a picture of me or is it my Discord photo?
No, it's a picture of you. I don't use that.
Oh, okay.
I do a picture of you and all that stuff.
Oh, okay, that'd be hilarious.
And all that stuff because like I don't know if people seeing a small image of Dale Earnhardt would make sense to people. And all that
probably
stuff.
wouldn't.
And
Because I look nothing like Dale Earnhardt Sr.
My point exactly. And so it's like, so I'm going off based off what I am hearing from him. I don't know his facial expressions of what he's saying and all that stuff. And if you had saw us before we started this episode and everything, it was hysterical. It'll probably be our cold open for this episode. I don't know yet. But if it is our cold open, that's what I deal with when trying to figure out what the heck what's going on, because I can't see him and all that stuff.
I mean, I can't see myself either.
Not what I'm getting at, but okay.
Anyways, how have you been, Ricky? You've been consuming a lot of content?
Like I said, a lot of content has been consumed this past weekend. How? I don't know. But somehow I'm still alive, and I probably need some sleep.
Mm.
I forgot to post it. Anyways,
Sounds like you've been having a lot of nights just watching
that and
movies on
well,
YouTube.
that and Halo.
Sounds like a fun weekend for you.
It was a good
I
weekend.
have no tie-in, but
It was a good weekend.
I had a pretty good weekend too. I watched some sports.
He played video games for the first
Uh,
time in so long.
I did. I played the League of Legends for the first time in like a week, which is like 7 years in League of Legends time. Um, so so that was fun. That was interesting. That's after being in high school and playing League of Legends almost every day. So it's kind of a change, but I enjoy it. It was like a good refresher. You know what I mean? Like it was like what do you call it? What do you call it when like you stop doing something and then you get back into it? What's it called?
Taking a hiatus.
Yeah. It's like yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. That's family friendly. Um, so
I don't even want to know what the non-family.
well, it's family friendly, but it can be taken in a non-family friendly way. So I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, so
Um,
it's pretty much something you would normally say, but you always retract it because it ends up not being family friendly when clearly we probably would have thought and originally thought of it as the non-family friendly.
sure. Um, so
I
you
know it's a
know,
lot. I know it's a lot to take in, but if anyone asks, I can always explain it another time.
yeah. Ask him on Instagram at Donald Ricky. Um, so so yeah, that was interesting. That was really fun. Had a whole lot of fun. Um, playing again. But watch some sports and then just kind of relaxed. Basically, that's pretty much all I did. So it wasn't. I didn't consume as much content as Ricky, I
Oh,
guess.
oh yeah, and the other thing is apparently we got there's an egg missing. If you
Oh,
if you
I don't know what that means.
if that if you if so like, also the one thing I've been paying attention to is WWE because Survivor Series was this past weekend. Apparently there's an egg needs to be found. I don't know why.
Gobbledygooker?
I don't know. I don't know. Vince is looking for Vince does it had an egg and it's missing and people are looking for it. That's all I know.
If it's not the gobbledygooker, I want to be mad.
And all that stuff. I don't know. It's just I just all I know is like it started last night in World Survivor Series, which I'm probably gonna plan on watching because I heard it was actually good. Um,
I didn't watch it,
I, know-
but I haven't watched wrestling in a long time either.
yeah, that's the thing. So it's like, um, but apparently the one thing about that was happening throughout the night was like this whole missing egg thing, and it's continuing on into Raw as of right now because we're recording this on a Monday, by the way. Um,
That's true.
and all
That's
that
true.
stuff. So there's an egg missing right now, and people are looking for it. I don't know.
Oh,
I,
we
don't
could
know.
get our truth on that. I'm pretty sure he'll find it.
I think he's already looking for it.
I figured. That makes sense. Makes sense. That's cool. Are you watching AEW?
I only know one thing, and that's Hangman now the champ. Congratulations to
Okay,
him.
so pretty
Oh,
much where I'm at.
I mean that's like the only main thing I know, and really all that
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
yeah, me too.
because I think that was like I think if from a non paying attention, but also paying attention to some like that like somewhat catches your eye in a way. That was been the storyline that's been on the one thing I knew about and all that stuff
Yeah.
and everything. And I was like, I was hopefully it was gonna be him winning it. Ends up it is, and all that stuff, which is cool, and all that stuff. And we'll see what goes on for that because apparently Omega's gonna be out for a while with injuries and all that stuff too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
so we'll see.
What about NWA? Have you been watching NWA?
No,
Oh,
no, unfortunately,
good.
no,
You
unfortunately,
should.
and all that stuff. No, I mean, on a wrestling standpoint, like the only two I do pay attention to is just AEW and WWE. When I actually like look at it, it's only those two. I still get updates on like the other stuff, like well, Impact only, but the other ones I don't, not as much.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So going off of League, I actually had a couple questions for you. Um, and this kind of merges into another topic I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So Worlds coming back to North America for the first time in I can't remember how long.
I was hoping you'd bring
Um,
this up for sports talk, and I'm kind of excited now.
okay. So I haven't been watching competitive league
Okay.
for about 3 years probably.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
um, so just a simple check-in on my teams. How they doing?
Which ones are yours again? So just way I can.
So in the LLC, I got Rainbow Seven.
Okay, they're bad. They're horrible.
I figured. Um,
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. Apologies. I just mean like they haven't been playing well. So
let me
continue.
see. So I got Fnatic.
So as far as I remember, let me go LEC. Um, they did make play. They played well and all stuff. That I mean, Reckless was not on the team this year and all stuff because
Correct. He's with G2,
he's with
right?
G2 as of now he is not and all that stuff. Currently,
Oh,
I'll get to that in a second and all that stuff. But they've made playoffs. They haven't won anything after that. They haven't won anything though. They've been a decent team and all that stuff. So it's not nothing bad. They didn't make worlds
okay.
though. They didn't. They did wait or did they? Give me a sec. Plans.
Okay,
Actually, no.
so yes, give me a
Uh,
second.
groups A, B. No, they did make worlds, but they didn't qualify.
They did.
They did make worlds, but they didn't go. They didn't make. They were four. They were 1-5 in groups.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they make it out of groups. What about Liquid? Liquid doing good?
Um, they're a good team. They competitive wise, like they're top 14, make playoffs and all that stuff. Um, didn't win, no titles won, unfortunately for that. They are currently revamping their whole roster, if I remember correctly. But then again, that's almost every LCS team, every time, every season, which pisses me off. Except this
Is
time,
Double Lift still with them?
no, he left last. I think this season. This season was the first season he was with the team. He was with TSM last
Okay.
season, last year though. That's the thing too.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I haven't watched in about 3 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
That's right. I'm just trying to make sure of like what's what.
the news I did hear, Faker's still with SKT or T1. That's awesome.
He just recently re-signed with T1. Yes, that is correct.
That's awesome. So how is SKT doing?
They they made it out of they made it out of groups, but lost in the lost in the semifinals.
Damn. All right. Well, that's still good. I mean, they've done the best out of all of my like teams. Okay. Okay. So, who made it out of the LLC? Who was good in the LLC?
LLC, you said,
Yeah, yeah.
or you mean the
So
LEC?
no, with Rainbow Seven, isn't that LLC?
I think it's LLA now.
LLA. What
I
does
th-
that stand for?
League Latin America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there has been some like changes into like the leagues to different leagues and all that stuff too. So it's like there used to be
I'm still calling it NALCS.
and all that stuff. Well, LCS is LCS, which is for which represents more North America. Europe is now the LEC and everything for that one. Korea is LCK, but I think that's always been the same.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's pretty much it. And like there is something that happened with Latin America. I think they like combined them because there were two separate ones, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think there was like over here Latin America and then over there Latin America, if you know what I'm trying to say.
yeah. Trying to make sure I find it correctly. Okay. Boom, boom. Teams, team.
Cause it's um where's Worlds this year?
Worlds this year was supposed to be in China, but due to COVID stuff and everything like that, it got moved to Europe.
Oh, is it back in that like dome looking thing?
No, it was in Iceland specifically.
Oh, oh
Y-
no, it's
Yeah,
really green stuff over there. It's all like green stuff.
yeah, Rainbow Seven. Yeah, they're part of LLA. I just want to double check and all got this correctly.
So who was doing good in the LLA, and did any of them make it to Worlds other
So
than Rainbow Seven?
the top team was Furious Gaming. I
Oh,
think
okay.
uh, was they in the plans? Okay, none of this makes. Uh, well, no, because they're not showing up in plans. I'm trying to find like the team that matches, unless. Oh, my bad, my bad. Furious Gaming was the top team, but Infinity Esports was the one that made Worlds, and they went,
Hmm.
but they didn't make it out of plans. They did not. They did not win a game. That makes more sense now.
But Rainbow Seven won a game though, right? Didn't Rainbow Seven go to
Uh,
Worlds? Or you
no,
said no, huh?
no, they didn't make it to Worlds.
Oh, okay, okay.
No that stuff. I don't
Oh
like.
yeah, you said they sucked.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how their season stuff works. In all honesty, and all that stuff. It looks like they do like a spring and summer split kind of thing too. But I'm just trying to make sure I'm looking at it correctly and all that stuff. But yeah, that's Latin America for you and all that stuff. Any more questions? Keep going.
Yeah. How is NA looking?
So this past season we had so season format was changed this previous year. So instead of like you have like a spring champion and a summer champion and all that stuff. Of course, the spring will go into went to go to MSI, and then of course how summer works, and then like of course summer you go through that, you go through all that process, and then it goes like a point system to make the top three to go to worlds to get your top three. Was instead of what they did this time around with this year, which I thought was actually a better format. Um, the record your overall record concedes to both summer and spring, and you'll have there's a mid season tournament which and the winner will go to MSI, and then of course your at the end of summer playoffs goes based off overall record, not summer record for that one and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then of course the best out of the champion, which was the championship playoffs, the top three teams will go to worlds out of that overall bracket and everything. Which I thought was a cool format. They also did like a kickoff tournament before the season started, just to get like people, just to get the players ready to get ready for the season and all that stuff. Because one of the issues overall in league esports is the fact that off season is such a short time span and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like this month in December, and then season normally starts in
Yeah.
January and all that stuff. And so what they decided to do this year, they did a play in turn, like just a play tournament, like a beginning of the season tournament and all that stuff and everything. And then the season didn't start, the spring didn't start till like February, um, which was cool and everything. So it was like and all that stuff.
What the draft look like? Anybody stick
I
out?
Proving Grounds. I don't watch Proving Grounds because I don't feel like here's the thing about NA that totally don't think they don't achieve on is how development works, how development does, and all that stuff. And I feel like it seems like they're starting to recognize that and they're doing much as they can, especially after this season. But I didn't pay attention to this year's Proving Ground as much and all that stuff. I probably might more next season, um, and all that stuff, just to get like just to know of what's there. Um, I'm sure it's like, and but I'm sure we got some because a lot here's because jumping into this off season from what it looks like based off teams in LCS at least, they're starting to go a little bit more younger now with their teams and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And with the exception of a few teams, i.e.,
So like 19.
well, players that are like that have been doing well, like in academy, and then trying to find players from the amateur circuit and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more kind of that kind of youth kind of thing because that was the theme about this year of with LCS in general. It's pretty much like the old guard is gone, such as like with Bjergsen and Double Lift no longer playing and all that stuff and everything, and then like we have like all these new faces that we're seeing now, such as like FBI from 100 Thieves to name an example to give an example of and everything. Um and but it looks like they're kind of like pitching into that more with some of the teams that they're doing, with the exception of I don't think TSM, Liquid, and I think maybe C9, maybe like the top teams in LCS, with the exception of outside of 100 Thieves, because out of all the teams in LCS, 100 Thieves is the only team that is keeping its whole roster for next season
Oh, okay.
and all that stuff. They're just
Very interesting.
they're adding one more player, like a 6-man and all that stuff. And it's a six, so it's going to be a 6-man roster and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting on how that works from there. But they're the only team, if I remember, if I'm understanding, if I remember correctly, who kept all their players and all that stuff from the previous season to next. Because if I'm correct, almost every single team, I think like pretty much, no, there's a couple, probably like one team that at least kept one or two players from the previous season, made switches other places stuff. Um. So yeah, so it's like, but everyone else is like switching team. Like everyone else is like players gone here and there and all that stuff. For all that stuff. So it's like, but there are teams like such as like CLG. CLG made that is going the route of Young. Who else? Not Evil Geniuses. But there was another team. I can't think of it right now. That's going Young. But it seems like that's people are starting to look at that and not trying to go the whole import route as much too, which is a good thing
Well, that's good.
which is a good thing in my opinion. Um, it's because you want to show that, and I think that's gonna help. Hopefully, it's like represents well. Other than that, but other than that, it's like so far it's like some based off rumored rosters because not. I think Liquid hasn't announced their full team though. There's already rumors though that it's already rumored of who the team is. Um, but after like all that, like the top team so far you're looking at is 100 Thieves, 100 Thieves, Liquid, C9, of course. Those three for sure. Especially with the fact that, especially with the fact because I feel, I feel like this is gonna be an interesting season. Because the thing, and what sucks though now, how I mentioned how the season format changed this season, or how it's technically all encompassed into one season of an overall record going into the end of summer playoffs. They're switching it back to the other four. They're switching it back next season
To the other format.
to the format it was, where you have spring, like spring. The record you earn in spring doesn't carry over into summer.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay.
that back to that old format, and I was like, why? And I mean, there's probably some reason to it, I guess, but I haven't fully. I know about the change, but I didn't get to fully look into it more. Um, but I think for me it's more of the fact because like I think what it was like how last year's format they said spring means less than it did before and all that stuff with this previous format, and then but at the same time it's like spring form now it's just meaning like you you can do spring, like spring doesn't matter at all. That's how I always saw it when I started watching competitive league. I always looked at spring as like that's not the one you care the most about. and all that stuff. All it is, it gives you a ticket to MSI, but that's only one team that goes in your region and all that stuff and everything. Like summer is going to be the most important one out of all of that and all that stuff. And I'm just like, that's why I liked it last season, is because it's like you need to worry about spring so that way it'll carry over to make sure you have a good seed in the playoffs and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like with that break in between the summer and spring, like things can be changed, of course, with roster changes and all that stuff. And then it's like stuff and then like this team that's probably like a 5 seed right now can have a chance to be the number 1 seed because the number 1 seed at the time is not doing well in summer and all that stuff. And that's I thought that was interesting. I think that makes it more interesting because based on all that stuff. But now it's just it feels to me it feels summer. I'm probably spring. I'm probably gonna watch, but I'm not gonna care as much because it doesn't carry over into the summer, and I'll probably be more focused into summer because that's where it's more important and all that stuff.
Right.
But like I said, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. They are still doing like the kickoff tournament part in the beginning of the season, which is cool. That's kind of cool to see that they're still doing that. But again, it's like I think the whole switching it back to the original season format was a bad idea, in my opinion, and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, I think, but overall, it's like looking at it. I think if I look at the current teams now, based off what I see, I do see a chance of 100 Thieves winning another title on all stuff because, like again, that's the only team that kept all its players, and that should help them improve more and all stuff to fix what they've had little mishaps and all that stuff and everything. And they weren't a bad team. And then, though they didn't make it, they didn't make it out of groups and worlds. They ended with a 3-3 record and all that stuff. And in groups, and they had a tough group too in worlds. They had T1, Edward Gaming of China, and then Detonation Focus Me from Japan. If I'm on all that stuff. Edward Gaming and T1, two of the top teams in their region, and all that stuff, and they got wins off both of them. T1's only loss was to 100 Thieves, if I remember correctly,
Mm,
and all that stuff. So it's like I
it's
gotta,
pretty cool.
it's pretty nice to see and all that stuff. Like it's like and all that stuff. Again, like yeah, it's a 3-3. It was a 3-3 record, but at the same time, it's like that's pretty cool and all that stuff and all that stuff. Like it was impressive. Their wins were impressive in a way, also. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like it's um, I don't think schedule's not up yet for like matches for next season, so
Okay. Definitely gonna have to. I mean, I always say this every year, but I'm gonna try to watch.
whoops,
But then I say that every year.
I take back what I said. T1 did not T1 did not lose. I take that back.
This guy's trying to make up stories.
I thought
No.
I thought it was because I remember they had good wins in the final day of their plays of their group stage and all that stuff. I thought wrong.
Guy's trying to lie to me.
I at least I checked it. Okay, okay. That's why I was sure it was, but I guess I was wrong. I apologize. My apologies.
uh, I mean, it sounds cool, but moving forward, moving over to our other topics. Sports. A lot of sports happened
We're still in this
uh, this weekend.
technically.
Yeah, we're still technically in sports. A lot of sports happened this weekend. Teams played. Teams lost. Teams won. Um, Unfortunately, it was a all around loss for the barn. Um, but that's kind of how things go. you win games, you lose games. Unfortunately, all of our teams lost. Some worse than others, but that's just how life goes. And yeah. So moving on, we got a couple different topics to talk about. Uh
Hold on, hold on. There is one thing I need to talk about. Sports wise.
oh,
Let me make sure I have it because it's not about your tech. It's not about your Texas Longhorns. Be happy about that. Um. Oh,
oh, you sucks. I think that's what you're gonna say.
no.
I'm pretty sure that's what you're gonna say.
Nope. Not at all. Because
I'm pretty sure you were gonna say, "Oh, you
no, not at
sucks."
all. Not at all. Not at all. Here's what I need to understand and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Because
What do
like
you need to
literally, I don't get it. How is that the Niners first game, how to start the game with a 20 play 80-yard drive that takes up most of the first quarter and ends up only getting a field goal out of that?
They were playing a really tough team, and I think when you're playing against an aggressive team, you gotta make sure that they should bring your A game, and
Against the Jaguars.
honestly,
Against
I don't know. I was mainly trying to cover for them.
the Jaguars. You're trying to do that. You're trying to let's see here. Let's see. Is this the first play? Yeah. Please tell me this is it.
I don't know. Is it? I can't see your screen, so I
I
don't
know
know.
it's not your screen, but I'm just saying. 20
It was
plays,
it.
20 plays, 87 yards, 13 minutes and 5 seconds. And it ends in a field goal against the Jaguars. I mean, don't get me wrong, they won the game. The Niners won the game 30-10, and don't get me wrong. But you waste a full quarter just to get 3 points. Almost a full quarter. Against the Jaguars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say stuff to Niner fans right now because my Raiders lost and everything. Whoop the freaking do. Trust me, it is second half fatigue. I know the drill. Also, I'm not surprised we lost. In all honesty, now.
I'm not surprised. Wow.
And all that stuff. Like we play the Cowboys on Thursday. Okay, I'm like stressing already or about this season. But the fact that you've 20 plays, 87 yards for most of the first quarter, and you get a field goal out of that.
Killing time. That was part of the plan.
Too much time. Too much time. And all, I'm gonna say this now because it got announced today. So and all that stuff. So for those who don't know, if you watch basketball and all that stuff, apparently
I do.
there was a fight that almost occurred yesterday on
Oh
Sunday.
yeah. LeBron James scraped somebody's eyeball out.
Suspensions have been announced. Guess how many games?
LeBron got suspended?
Yes. Guess how many?
Damn.
Guess
18 games.
one.
Really?
One game.
That's insane.
Guess how many games the other guy got?
17.
Two.
Why did he get two? For starting the fight?
My point is that no. So that's the thing. See, this is the thing. I'm sorry. I love LeBron, one of my favorite players, and all that stuff. The privilege of what I just seen right now, and all that stuff. I'm not saying and all that stuff. The fact that he's the one that starts it. That's the funny part about it, and all that stuff. It's LeBron that starts it because of some kind of altercation and all that stuff. And it's like it's one of these.
He scraped his
It's one of
eyeball
those.
out.
It's one of those things where he's trying to intimidate somebody, and it went wrong in a way.
Oh, so he's like, I'm gonna take your eyeball out.
And all that stuff. So it's that, and then it's like, of course, it's like altercation occurs and all that stuff and everything like that. And it's like you just like when stuff like that happens, that is a multiple game suspension on both sides, no matter what. The fact
Yeah.
the fact that LeBron gets one game and all that stuff. LeBron should be upset he's getting one game, in all honesty, because he needs to take a break. He just got back from injury.
Did he?
Yeah.
Where's the injury? What did he injure?
But it's like, and you know what's even more crazy? Is LeBron's first ever suspension in his 19-year career.
How?
My point exactly. My point exactly.
I mean, I can't talk because I don't really know basketball. But like, didn't other really high caliber celebrity, like not celebrities,
So
players
players
got
get
suspended,
have
right?
gotten those kind of suspensions before, like bigger, like longer ones. Yes,
Yeah, like did Jordan get? How long did Jordan get? What
I
was
don't, I
Jordan's
don't,
biggest suspense?
I don't even think Jordan has ever got suspended.
About Charles Barkley.
Most likely him.
What? What was it? What was that? What did that? What is that supposed to mean?
What do you mean, Charles Barkley? Do you not know who Charles Barkley is?
I know, but what?
The fool
What
talks
did you say?
the fool talks crap on a mostly on a regular basis, no matter what, on the court and off it, and all that stuff. Like like, come on, he's had to have a couple suspensions.
Did Kobe ever have suspensions? I don't remember hearing about Kobe getting
I don't think
suspensions.
he's ever.
He's, I think he was too nice to get suspended. He's always super nice and respectful, so I don't think he would have gotten into anything that would cause suspension.
Yeah, you really don't watch basketball.
What's wrong? What with the Charles Barkley, or the Kobe?
Kobe.
He was nice and respectful. Yeah, he was. He was super respectful. I saw an interview. I saw an interview where he was talking.
Uh,
I mean, it's a lot better than the interviews of Shackle talking.
huh?
Shaquille O'Neal. Have you seen that TikTok? That's a hilarious TikTok. You should see it. I'll send it to you. The kid's trying to pronounce Shaquille O'Neal, and he's like Shaquille O'Neal.
Why is
Hilarious.
he adding like?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know it's hilarious.
I can't find anything.
About Larry Bird. Hey, so I heard they were gonna allow like more contact in basketball pretty soon. What's that about? Is that sounds cool? Are they gonna bring back enforcers? They should. They should bring back enforcers.
Trying to kill people.
They should put goons in. They should put goons in basketball. They need some goons. That'd be awesome. Basketball needs goons.
Uh, Kobe Bryant was suspended in 2000.
Wow, what did he do?
Oh wait, my bad. One
What did he do?
correctly. Elbowing somebody.
What? I've seen a lot of people elbow people. They don't
But
get
I think
suspended.
the elbow was something.
Oh, it was a bigger elbow.
It's more like unintentional.
It was an unintentional elbow. He got suspended for. That's dumb.
And then the season before that, uh, he was suspended for 2 games for elbowing somebody in the throat.
Oh,
Trying to figure out what the that's the
what about Dirk Nowinski? Has he gotten suspended?
okay. I'm not going through all. Okay, I'm just going through the ones that you find, like the Kobe
I don't
Bryant
think
one.
Dirk Nowinski's gotten suspended.
I'm not going through all. I'm not going through. Kobe was the one I was.
Well, I don't think Luka Doncic has gotten suspended.
Stop. Stop. I've confirmed the fact that Kobe has been suspended and all that stuff. He almost got suspended for saying an apparently an anti-racial slur. But if I remember correctly, he actually said it in a different language.
What's an anti-racial slur?
Or if I
How do you
said
say an anti-racial slur?
if I said that correctly, I saw
I
it.
don't, I
I
don't know if that's a thing.
I don't think I said that right. I don't think I said that right. My apologies. Where was the article? Because it was an article and I saw and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Anti-gay slur. Yeah.
Oh, you said anti-racial.
Oh my bad. Anti-gay slur. My apologies. That's what I was trying to
You said
say.
anti-racist.
I said,
I was like, "What's an anti-racist?"
my bad.
I was like,
I
"That
knew I
means
said it wrong. I
someone
knew
who
I had
doesn't
said
like
it
race."
wrong. I knew I had said it wrong. I was like, I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm trying to say something else and all that stuff.
Is that the one he said in Luca's language
If I
on the
remember correct,
sideline?
if I remember correctly. Uh,
'Cause I know he said something in Luca's language, but I'm not sure if it was that one. I know he spoke multiple languages, I think.
he does.
Yeah, see. So it could have been.
English.
Oh, what did he say?
I have no. The article doesn't say it, so
You gotta you gotta look it up on Twitter.
I'm not like okay. I'm not digging deep into this
It's on Twitter.
and
Just
all that
look
stuff.
up.
Oh, and then of course, if you don't know, because you mentioned how you said it, there is the sexual assault.
Oh, we don't bring that up. That's not on the court. It's, if it's not on the court, it doesn't count.
It's not on the court. What do you mean?
For this, if it's not on
Oh,
the court, it doesn't count for this conversation.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
I was trying to.
I
I
meant
was
like
like,
on court stuff. I meant,
okay, okay, that makes more sense now. I was like, what is?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so, but yeah, I'm like, Kobe, a nice guy. I'm like,
He's
bruh,
fucking nice. Yeah,
bruh.
yeah, he's a fucking nice guy. Like, I
I
would
mean,
talk
don't
to
I
him.
mean like in person, yeah. If you probably talk to hang out, like yeah, he seems like a nice guy. On the court, though, you just said on the court. Since you now clarified it's on the court, I was like, I don't
That's
know
true. That's true. I mean, he was called mom. He did have Mamba mentality.
exactly. But yeah, Kobe has been. But anyways, back to LeBron. I'm just saying, I don't think one game is enough, in my opinion. Even if it is LeBron.
Yeah, I didn't even like Space Jam 2.
Don't do that. Don't try to be like, oh yeah. Space Jam New Legacy sucked. There's more games.
It did. He should. He should get 4 games suspended just for making Legacy
Oh my gosh, let's stop. Let's go. Let's
and
continue.
ruining a classic.
Let's continue. I'm done. That's my sport.
Even- Did Legacy have like an intro song? Did like
I don't
you know
remember. I really don't remember.
like Space Jam 1 had that banger song that
Yeah,
introduced.
the song called Space
Yeah,
Jam.
and it was no, wasn't that I Believe I Can Fly first?
No, I believe I can fly is like towards the end of the movie.
I thought it was in the beginning.
No,
And it
it's
had
not
Bill
at
Murray,
all.
dude, the greatest basketball player to ever walk the earth. Bill Murray, dude. He retired undefeated, dude. He retired undefeated.
Oh
No
my
other player in
gosh.
NBA history can say that. No other
Anyway,
basketball player can say that they retired undefeated. He
anyway,
can.
that's it. Oh, also one thing. Back to the esports talk, and also before we in this sports chat. So this past weekend there was the very first Halo Infinite tournament happened.
Oh,
It's opens. It's all this, so like pretty much anyone can do it. There's like 406 teams in the North American bracket and everything. They did finals yesterday, and boy was that a oof! That was amazing. Watch.
did you enter?
No, I didn't. I don't have a team.
Me, you, Arturo.
Who's our fourth? We need the fourth.
Aaron.
Yeah. So yeah, just need you to boot up your PC to put that start playing and have Aaron get an Xbox or a PC.
Who else has a PC? Eliza. Have Eliza, have Eliza play as well on the other
Yeah.
Xbox. They have 2 Xboxes, I think. exactly.
I don't know,
See,
but it's an Xbox
boom.
One.
What is it not
It
backwards compatibility?
it does work on the Xbox One. I just don't know if it's gonna run well.
That's fine. You know, Arturo can do all the work. We can just be like some support. You know what I mean?
I don't
We'll just be a moral support.
I don't know.
Unless she's really good, then like it makes sense. But because
Anyways,
I don't know.
finals were against
It was so did that.
Optic Gaming and Cloud9. For Optic Gaming to win the whole thing, they have to win their first match with them in order to what's called reset the bracket, because they have to play from loser side to get to get to the grand finals. But they
Mhm.
have to win two matches to win it, and they not only did they did and they did it. It was ridiculous. And it ended on a Slayer, which is like team deathmatch. Uh, it ended in a 1 point Slayer game. By 1 point, they won by 1 point to win the whole thing. The final game.
Wow.
It was ridiculous.
Did Slayer come out and start playing music? Because that would be awesome. That should have been Italian. Is the lobby music for Slayer when you're loading up? Is it Slayer music? Because that'd be awesome too. You know, whatever song Slayer plays. I don't listen to Slayer, but like it'd be cool. If there was a Metallica game mode on Call of Duty and Metallica's songs were playing, that'd be dope.
The copywriting claims that I would get for streaming.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
true. Yeah, it's true. That would suck for you. Yeah.
it would suck. All right.
Yeah, it's a really interesting theory
All right. Moving on.
though. Okay. Going forward, Ricky's seen a lot of content as he exclaimed, as he said, not exclaimed, that
It was a good weekend.
he proclaimed
It was a good weekend.
earlier that he his brain soaked up a lot of content via movies, TV shows, games, news articles, YouTube videos,
Esports.
such and such, esports, that games ties in professional games. So it is. Um,
Quit trying to
um,
like give it an excuse. Okay, just esports. Just say excuse.
well, tied in with games. Um, so he's watched a lot of stuff. So Ricky, you've watched a couple different movies and TV shows. You wanted to give your thoughts
Which one
and
should I?
impressions of the shows.
Which one should I start with? Because
You should end with the one that I've seen.
oh, okay. I was like,
One of them I've seen completely.
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you
Yes, I
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't. No, you
I've watched the
didn't.
beginning to end. I watched the beginning to end.
You and skipped the middle.
No, I skipped 2 episodes in the middle,
My point exactly. So you didn't watch it.
but not the whole middle.
That still
2 episodes.
counts.
Not
That
that bad.
still
It's not that
counts. Like
bad.
when we get to that show, oh, so, okay. So if not that one, which are the other two then? Because
Uh,
one of them, I really want you to know what you think. What I thought about that one. One of them, I really want to know what you think
let's
about.
do that one. So Ghostbusters.
That was not the one I was referring to, but okay.
No, I know. I know what you're referring to. We can go ahead and talk about the Cowboy Bebop live action.
That's the one I was hoping you would say, because that's the one. It's like, okay, so for reference, so that way people know, Cowboy Bebop is, of course, is an anime that came out in 2000 and something, if I remember correctly, or if I did get that right.
And it's
It's
the
an animated show that
one of
came
the
out.
only animes that I've actually watched.
That is true. That is true. It is one of the show.
And only
1998. My bad.
because
I was 2 years
the
off.
title is.
1998 when it first came out.
You said 2007.
I said 2000.
Oh, I was like, I was at 2 years off.
And all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's not.
so it's one season and all that stuff. I've never seen the anime. In all honesty, I've never seen it. I know of it. I've always known about Cowboy Bebop, but I've never seen the anime. Of course, there is a show. They did a live action version on Netflix, and then once it got announced, people were interested. But when they first started showing stuff off, trailers, clips, pictures, and everything like that, a shoe of so many Cowboy Bebop fans were just screaming and yelling and all pissed off and everything like that. The guy you see down here is proof of that, along with Arturo and everything. And I was always, I've never I didn't see the anime and all that stuff. But I was
Which is
like,
why I don't trust your opinion on this.
but again, and all that stuff. And I can care less if Manny doesn't trust my opinion on this whatsoever, and all that stuff because he doesn't know and all that stuff of what and all that stuff and everything and
I
all that
don't know
stuff.
what
He's gonna know he doesn't. I don't think he's gonna know what he thinks I'm gonna say to this and all that
you're
stuff.
gonna say was horrible, as it should be.
Anyways, so originally, because like it got announced that the anime was gonna was gonna be on Netflix before the live action. So I was gonna. So the idea was like, you know what? I'll watch it. I'll watch the anime first, and then I'll jump into the live action. Still, just to still watch it. Didn't end up doing that. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'll watch the live action first, just for giggles and all that stuff. And so came out this past Friday. 10 episodes for it, and my honest thoughts, it's okay. It has its weird moments plot wise and all that stuff that don't make sense. And I think I enjoy the characters. I know people were pissed off. Apparently, people were pissed off at the fact that Jet was played as a black guy and all that stuff, and and everything. Seem find him. Well, because like here's the thing. After I finished watching the live action one, then I jumped into the anime and all that stuff. I'm I think I'm like because there's 26 episodes of that. I think I've done like maybe the first six, if I remember correctly, of the anime. I can admit that I'm enjoying the anime more than I have with the live action, though I'm not far into and all that stuff. Even though I'm like 6 episodes in the anime and everything. Um But at the end of the day, it's like, would I uh would I watch this a second time? Probably not. The live action, I mean. Um and everything. I think I got my fill out of it. And like I said, like there are parts that I enjoyed, and there's parts that I thought were like, I don't know, and everything. And then 6 episodes in on the anime, it's more like I'm starting to understand a little bit more of probably of like okay, some of this made sense and all that stuff. Because I'll tell you this: the first episode of the live action is the same first episode of the anime. That's in the order that shows it in Netflix at least. There's already differences between those two, and I can and I'm willing to say that I enjoyed the anime version of that episode more than I did the live action, based off certain story plots within that episode and everything. Um, I feel like there's most like, especially how it ended. I feel like there's gonna be another season and all that stuff. Will I probably watch it? Depends on how I feel after watching and all that stuff. I'm not like excited or anything. I'm not like jumping for like excitement and all that stuff for a second season. But if it comes, I'll probably watch it and all that stuff. But other than that, it's like it's an okay show. I mean, if people don't like it, that's fine and all that stuff. Um, but I was I like I said, I gone through all 10 episodes. I like I said, there's more. I enjoyed it for the overall episodes it provided, but it's not something I fell in love with and thought I was like, oh, this is amazing and all that stuff. But it's all right. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not here to complain because, like I said, I never saw the anime before going into that. I'm not gonna say it, but like I said, but I am saying so far, it's like now that I jumped into the anime, I actually am enjoying that a bit more. All that stuff. I will admit to that. Um, and that's fine. Like I said, I was going into this blind. I wasn't gonna. I never said it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this live action. The live action is gonna be amazing and all that stuff because like I really didn't know what I was gonna get myself into. But other than that, it's like not bad. It's okay.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it, so I can't say anything.
Well, I know, but it's like
Yeah,
mm,
no, I hear you loud
questions,
and clear.
comments, or I mean questions, comments. That's all you can bring up and all that stuff.
No. How? I mean, other than like, do you like the characters more in the anime compared to the show?
So
Are you vibing with them more?
so it's like so here's the thing so far. Um, I do feel I do feel people are like the fact when I heard that the fact that people were complaining that Jet was is a black guy in the live action. Watching Jet in the anime so far, I can believe of him being a black guy and all that stuff. Just the way he acts in the anime. That's just my opinion though, and I could be totally wrong because, like I said, I haven't finished everything and all that stuff. And I don't like. I think also for the fact that it's like the live action is like 10 episodes. It feels like they and I don't like and like I said, I gotta finish the anime first before I can give this assessment really because it feels like based off the first 6 episodes just already they've crammed a little bit more into the 10 episodes of the live action than they should have, and maybe they probably could have fleshed it out a little bit more. I do feel I do feel like there are characters, there are differences between some of the characters already between the live action and the anime. Um, one of in particular, is like I noticed it in a quickness after from when I watched the anime on one character, and I was like, okay, this is totally different. I don't know why they went with this route in the live action
I I think I know who you're talking about. You wanna say who you're talking about? Oh, okay. Never mind.
and all that stuff. And
Okay.
it's vicious. I feel like okay, so based off the 6 episodes, Spike seems like Spike in both, though he seems a little more. I feel that's just me so far in the after from based just off the first 6 episodes of the anime and the live. Jet, there are some differences. A little bit, there's some little differences between them and all that stuff. I think in the live action, he is a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now.
Unique.
In a way, in his own way, in the live action, yeah. Especially like again, again, it's like I don't want to. I know I don't want to spoil much. In all honesty, in case if someone does want to watch it, and because like, and again, because this is me going based off. I haven't finished the anime version, so I don't know much of how his story is overall. Because based off the six, I'm only seeing like one side of him, I guess you could say, from the first 6 episodes of the anime
Right.
after seeing 10 after seeing the whole thing in the live action. Um Faye, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about something, and I know people can say what they say. I don't get the whole deal about the whole costume change, in all honesty. I really don't. It's the only slight difference, really, and this is just me, is the legs are not showing as much, and then the jacket is more down in the anime and all that stuff. Where how it's all covered, like it's all it's she has it fully on in the live action, and I'm probably have to get more in, like so far as like this is probably just right now of how I feel of it. think I like her a little bit more in the live action than I do on the anime. But then again, like I said, I'm only 6 episodes in, so I don't know for sure and everything like that. If there's more that I'm missing and all that stuff, for her and particularly and all that stuff. But I think I like her a little bit more in the live action right now. uh, How I'm after 6 episodes of the anime, um, and everything. And but if you're one of like again, like I'm not gonna say this as a recommendation or anything. I'm like, if you want to watch it just to see how it goes, go ahead and all that stuff. Like this isn't something that you like. This is something if you think you don't enjoy it after the first episode, then stop it. Then don't watch it anymore. That's what I'm gonna say and all that stuff. But if you think you happen to enjoy it or are willing to give it the full go, just go ahead and do it and all that stuff. But I do so far, like after watching the anime for it, I do recommend watching that too. Um and all that stuff because it is good. So it has been a good I have been enjoying it a little bit better.
Right. Okay. So moving over from that, to the other movie. My bad. The other movie that you watched, um, Ghostbusters, featuring I don't know any other actors around it.
Well, yeah, this is not the one based off the 2016 movie that you were talking about before we started recording the podcast. This is more based off the 80s movie back in the 80s.
No, I can't remember. Finn Wolfhard. There you go. Starring Finn Wolfhard and others.
Who?
Um, isn't that the kid's name? Finn Wolfhard,
Then
the
Wolfhard?
brother. Isn't that his real name?
Oh yeah, it just popped up the thing
Yeah.
just
See,
now. I was like, who's
That's-
Finn? I didn't know his actual name. That's why.
oh, see. Do your research, bro. Do your research.
That's what. But that's why I said who. That's why I was like who.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know what you were
No,
talking about.
he's the brother. Um, and you've seen this. What's your thoughts on that?
I loved it. I enjoyed it. I can't because like I've the original Ghostbusters movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Uh, for that, for saying like back in 1984, like I was born 5 years before I was born when that movie came out and all that stuff. And I always enjoyed Ghostbusters. Like I said, I've seen the original movie. I've watched the cartoons the cartoons they had that came out for it. I played the game. I played the game that came out back in the for on the like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Which was
Yeah,
like which
PS2. I thought I had on the PS2.
did it? I don't think it came out.
I didn't have a PS3, so until later on. So
But I look at got it.
because I remember I couldn't
Oh,
get past a
okay.
certain level.
Oh, it did come out on PS. See, I didn't know for sure. That's why I wanted to make sure and like check it out. So I know I played because it was
Yeah.
potentially for that. Oh, oh yeah, because the campaigns were a little bit different. That's why I don't stuff. Um, yeah, I played that game and everything like that. I never saw the 2016 version, which was like all the females. It was all female one. Um, I don't know why. Uh,
Why not?
I just said I don't know why.
Oh, that's your holding resentment.
And stuff. It's not resentment. It was just I don't know. I think it was just more of the fact it was
No, I
like
know.
it's not even the resentment. I think and all that stuff. I think it's just more
No,
of the
no.
fact it was like I don't think it didn't intrigue me in a way. Like don't get me wrong. Like it's an all female cast. That's cool and everything like that. But it was just like didn't bring attention to me. But
Honestly, the only thing that intrigued me about it was Melissa McCarthy.
stuff. But but when this got announced, um, I was a little bit skeptic because I didn't know what they were gonna do with it. The fact that it was like it is a continuation from the 1984 movie, was was a little bit interesting, but I was like kind of scared because how what they're gonna do with it comes more when they start explaining more of how it's more of like it brings up with the new generation, the fact that the family in this movie is related to one of the is related to one of the Ghostbusters and all that stuff. Um, that brought it like a little more interesting and all that stuff. I was like, okay, cool. And
Yeah.
so come Thursday night, I go get my ticket, go over to the theater, and try to watch it, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. I mean, there are some points where it seems like it's slowing down a bit, kind of dragging, but everything about it was just pretty much it was a good time. I enjoyed every bit of it. I think the this next generation, I guess you can call it, class of who's gonna if this continue if this does keep going, because there are hints of it of that happening. Um, are a good cast and good and all that stuff, and I love each character that they portrayed, and all I'm hoping is and I do want to see it again. I really do. I just don't know when I'm thinking about it. Uh, but I loved every bit of it and everything. I love the nice surprises, not surprises and like and all that stuff. The cameos that were there. Um, and I had a good time. I All I gotta say is if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, especially like the original one in 1984, you should see this movie.
Yeah.
It, is this a theater? Is this a theater movie? Theater movie to see? Yes and no. And all that stuff. It just depends on your preference. All that stuff. Like I would love to see this again in a theater again. Like I really would because I enjoyed my time and stuff. But if I don't, like, best bet I'm getting this day one when this comes out and all that stuff for home.
Yeah.
I enjoy it that much.
That's good. Is the what's her name from the original? What, Zool? Is it the same person?
Like actor wise,
Yeah, yeah, actor wise.
no.
No? Oh, okay. Does it look like the original actor?
I I I give it props for them trying that. Like they kept it like I, I guess you can say it's a spoiler in a way, but like the fact that they still kept Zool as like a female look I give them props for that. To keeping it like that
Because it's supposed to be the same character, right?
technically. Well, yeah, because it's the
Oh,
same.
okay.
Like it's the same. Well, I mean, like in the story, yes. Actor wise,
Correct, correct, correct.
it's a
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
It's a
Actor
different
wise,
person.
no, but like story wise, the character is still Zool, just the same Zool from
Yeah,
Ghostbusters one.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what it was. No stuff. But I like I said, I enjoyed every bit of it. I had a good time. But that's just me because I'm a ghost. I enjoy Ghostbusters and stuff.
Are any of the originals?
I'm not spoiling it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
not
can
spoiling.
text me. I'm actually going to see it Wednesday, but you can just
Not
text me.
spoiling it then. Not definitely not spoiling. You're seeing it, so I'm not spoiling it. If you weren't seeing it, I would tell you. If you're since you are, I am. I'm not going to tell you.
I'm not seeing it Wednesday.
You just said
I
you would.
just canceled my ticket. I just canceled my ticket. I have stuff so I can cancel with no
Oh my
guarantee.
gosh. This guy.
Yeah, because I still have AMC stubs. 9.99 a month, 3 movies a week.
It's not nine ninety
Uh,
nine a month.
10.99 a month.
Not 10.99 a month.
Uh, small fee monthly. Uh, up to 3 movies a week. Um, Wi-Fi, discounts on drinks. A lot of good perks. I have that, so I just canceled it right now. So you can tell me now. So good.
Stop.
All right. Okay. So moving over from only stuff that Ricky's seen somewhat. I mean, I've seen Arcane, whatever. Um, to a movie that we both seen about a month ago, I think, right?
Wait,
I'd say
we
about a month ago already.
wait a minute. 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 We're just skipping Arcane then?
I was gonna end with Arcane.
Then why'd you
That's
bring it
the only.
up?
I brought it up. Oh my bad. Uh, I didn't mean to bring that up. Um, I'm looking at my list here, and I saw it, so I said it. Um, when did we see the last duel? About a month ago, right? 2 months ago?
Last month.
Last month? Okay, so um,
It came out
that's
in
like 4
October.
to 5 weeks ago. Yeah, it came out in October. We saw it in October. Um, we thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Turns out it kind of flopped.
No, it
It did
definitely
flop. It
flopped.
didn't. Yeah, it definitely flopped.
Box office wise,
Um,
it flopped.
yeah, box office wise, it flopped. Critically and
Critically, it did
fangoers
fine.
wise, it did perfect. Yeah, did perfectly fine.
Critically, it did fine.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it did pretty good. I enjoyed it. Ricky enjoyed it. But it did not do good. So the director, right? Is it the director?
It's the director.
Yeah, yeah. And social media. Or via social media, not and social media. Via social media, stated
No,
that he blames millennials.
no, he stated this in an interview on a podcast.
Yeah, yeah, but you can get your podcast via social media. Uh, it's socially given through the media.
Stop.
Is it- they, uh, so he blames social media for the flop and the end up failure of box office failure of the last duel. He blames millennials and social media. Um, so what do you think, Ricky? What do you think of this
Okay.
this said
Um.
said?
So here's why it's a box office flop. That's what we mean. When we mean that, it means it didn't do well in movie theater. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. To give clarification and
Yeah,
all that
correct,
stuff.
correct.
And what we mean by that is like the budget of the movie was 100 million. It earned only 20. It earned only 27 million the weekend it came out on its debut weekend. But that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Here's the thing. I get where he's coming from about that stuff. But the thing is, you put millennials in it. Millennials, I'm a millennial and everything. I enjoyed the movie and all that stuff. I liked the movie. But the thing is, it's like where he's coming from about that. It's not that's the wrong generation he's referring to for that stuff and everything like that and all that stuff
Correct.
and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like how's he stays in the article we have, which is from IGN. He wants to say is like this is a broad stroke, but I think we're dealing with it right now with Facebook. He explained. This is from early. Oh no, my bad. Let me start from the beginning. From the quote. I think what it boils down to, what we've got today, are the audience who were brought up with these effing side phones. I don't know why I did it like, but anyways, the millennium sick. I don't know what that really, but millennials do not ever want to be taught.
Okay.
Yeah, the millennials do not ever want to be taught anything unless they're told. You're told, yeah, you're told it on a cell phone. He continues. This is a broad stroke, but I think we're dealing with it right now with Facebook. He explains. This is a misdirection that has happened where it's given the wrong kind of confidence to this later generation. I think, which is like I get what he means about social media in general and all that stuff. How it's like social media is not teaching people the right things of things in life and all that stuff and everything like that. What's a good movie or what's not, I guess too. Apparently, um, but I think he's targeting the wrong generation for it, really. And I think that's more of like the Gen Z type of persons he's probably more referring to and all that stuff because Gen Zs have such a short attention span. Hence TikTok.
And now you might want to tread lightly now.
I mean we're on it ourselves, but the thing is about me and you, like we can consume short form and long form content in a way
That's true. That's very true.
and all that stuff. How else Gen Z in a way almost is mostly pertained to more short forms.
I am Gen Z.
I most of Gen Z I said.
That's true.
Dang it, man! Can you not? Can you like? It's like no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, so it's like I think it's just more of like how who he's targeting. Not a good idea. Not the correct one. Though it's like yes, millennials are like for millennials, the start of cell phones and social media was our generation, but it's more Gen Z that accelerates to where what he's referring to, in my opinion, of that and all that stuff, all this stuff,
Right.
all that stuff.
Later Gen Zs, because earlier Gen Zs. Well, I didn't grow up with electronics. I didn't get a computer in my house till I was like 10. I didn't get a phone in my hand till I was 17. We had a
Um,
wall phone till I was 16.
and so yeah, but I mean, it's like I enjoyed the movie. I'm sure if you watch this movie, people will like this movie. I think the only other thing like I don't he doesn't that doesn't get discussed in this article, and I don't know if he's probably mentioned is like we're still technically in a pandemic. Not everybody's gonna go to the theater. Not everybody like me and you per se like goes to well is willing to go to a theater still and all that stuff now. Um, every for that stuff and everything. So it's like it kind of sucks. And we even talked about this when we discussed the movie in our earlier in that episode. How it's like this movie, though we enjoyed it, doesn't feel like something we'd want to watch in a theater, which is more in a home. Well, we had differences a bit, but we had came to that conclusion like though that we enjoyed this movie, we would be fine if this just came out direct to digital. Like now how movies are trying to do some of that stuff nowadays. Like if the option was it's came out in theater and but also available on your in a digital store, i.e., like iTunes and all that stuff, where you can buy or rent it, you would most likely go with that. People will probably go with that route of the digital store and buy it or rent it from there.
Correct. Yeah, or just see it on a streaming platform somehow.
If it or yeah, or if it ends up on a streaming platform.
Yeah, I think that's what gained most of its traction if it was in more of a if it was on a streaming platform,
Exactly. And all that stuff.
such as like
Um,
an HBO Max or maybe even a Netflix.
yeah. So it's like if it did that, it can. But I was like at the same time though, it's like even if it did end up on a streaming platform, it still probably wouldn't recoup the budget it had, the money it got from the budget, still and all that stuff.
No, that it would.
And all that stuff because the streaming is such a different thing than it is buying for selling for ticket sales and all that stuff. What I did find funny though about this article is like how it mentions about um that apparently the director was concerned about how uh Disney would promote the movie and undersell it because it's under Disney brand because it's originally a Fox movie, but since the purchase of Fox Studios
Merger.
and all that stuff, it's Disney was promoting it and all that stuff just under a different name and all that stuff. But apparently they did as the director says, Disney did a fantastic promotion job. He admitted and all that stuff. Which I'm kind of surprised by that because the only way I found out about this movie was on a trailer when we were seeing a movie before that
Right, me too.
and all that stuff. Well then again, I don't watch TV a lot, so it's like actual TV, like channels, flicking channels and all that stuff and everything. Um, and so it's like I don't see those kind of ads. I don't nothing popped up on my end, like the stuff that pops up and all that stuff. And after that, like the only time I saw this was seeing the trailer in a movie theater and all that stuff. So it's like I mean bravo to Disney for promoting it well to his standards at least and all that stuff
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
apparently.
But but other than that, I was like, okay, I have no problem with it.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't even like you said though. I don't remember that.
I
I
mean,
mean, I
Um,
like you said, the promotional wise, I
oh,
I think I saw like one trailer on YouTube, and that was because that was after I actually Googled the trailer on YouTube, or not Google. I searched the trailer on YouTube, so that could have been just because recommended history. You know what I mean?
mm,
But I enjoy the movie, and I'd recommend it to people that haven't seen it at least one time. So that's
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's always like it is one of those movies. Like if it interests you in some way, give it a shot, watch it. But yeah, it's like
Right.
it's 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 like it depends. But like I said, it's like I said, it's like it. I don't know. It'll probably get more like I said, critically, yeah, it did well. But that's critics and all that stuff. These are the same critics that are like that trash down Eternals in a way. But that's a whole nother story here or there
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Um, and critics, that's their own opinion too. We have to remember that. So it's like they may say it's that, but to to someone else, it can probably mean like, oh, that doesn't interest me, or I didn't find this interesting, all that stuff. But and all that stuff. But again, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I love the of how the story went, especially how it was like three different parts from three different three different views of one overall story of an overall situation. And
Yeah.
I mean, if the opportunity, if it whenever it comes out in digital store, watch it, just chill.
Yeah. 'Cause nothing relaxes you more than the the context of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's more relaxing, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Moving over to a show that we both watched as well. Um, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You missed two
Uh,
episodes.
that's not even like a lot.
Yes,
That's
it is. And if
I know lore good enough to fill in.
this no, no. In my honest opinion, I'm gonna be bluntly said because like I'll let you continue, then I'll start saying stuff.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I didn't hear anything you said. I heard in my honest opinion.
I said in my honest opinion, then I stopped. He said I'm gonna let you finish, so that way then I'll go into my stuff.
Okay, so in the show we've both watched Arcane Legends. Uh,
Arcane Legal Edge is the full.
Arcane League of Legends. Arcane LOL. Uh,
I just call it Arcane. They no,
yeah,
it's a
that's what most people were just calling it. So Arcane on Netflix. Can't remember how many episodes it is.
total of
Uh,
9 split into 3 different arcs.
it's nine split into three different arcs.
It's nine
Uh,
episodes, 3 episodes each arc.
correct. So it's nine. What Ricky said. Um, it was a very good show. I enjoyed it. Um,
Hold on, before we continue. No, okay, no, go and I'll ask this in a bit. I'll ask this in a bit.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Coming from someone who was pretty heavily invested in this game, um, you know, I used to dabble in it. I used to, you know, you know, I played it every now and then from time to time. So I enjoyed it. Ricky, from a non-player, however, watching competitively. Uh, how did you enjoy Arcane League of Legends?
So yeah, we're it's kind of cool that we're going to talk about this because we're going to get this from perspective of someone who's played League, actually played League. This is coming. I am someone who knows of League of Legends but doesn't play it, but watches it competitively and knows some of the lore of sorts, and all that stuff, um, and everything. So I thoroughly enjoyed loving this show, and each episode to me was I enjoyed. Just seemed like it got better and better for me at least, and it was something that I so okay, I might as well just bring this up now. So IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. So I think it was what, Saturday night, if I remember correctly. Me and Manny were playing Fortnite and all that stuff. And then Manny happened to mention that IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. I said, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I saw that and I kind of agree with that. And he was like, you made this like sound like you kind of don't agree with that.
No, it was just because IGN always gives everything 7.
Well, here's the thing. I don't agree with most of IGN's reviews half the time anyways and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
and then you were like, and then that's also another reason when you said, when you were like, yeah, because it's that good, and I was like, yeah, it's IGN though. In my head, I was like, I don't really.
Well, cuz like the
I
thing was,
trusted, I trusted you saying because it's that good. I just didn't trust IGN saying it was that good. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I get you right there. But it was like,
Yeah.
cuz like that was the thing, cuz like that surprised me, in all honesty, seeing that IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. I haven't seen other reviews as much. But I know Rotten Tomatoes critically it's like I think it's a 98, or if not, or high, or and
Yeah.
all that stuff, if I remember correctly. And it's like, first, like, again, this is someone who doesn't play League, knows little bit about the lore and all that stuff, and all that stuff. And I love this show. Like, you would not believe how excited I got when season 2 got announced yesterday on Sunday and everything for that. When I found out season 2 got announced, I freaked out and all that stuff because because this it was just so amazing for that. It was just it was amazing. I loved every bit of it. I enjoyed everything. I love the fact of learning of these learning about the legends that are in the game and all that stuff, such as like Vi, Jinx, Jace, Caitlyn, to name a few of them particularly. It is so amazing. It was like learning about them from this, I guess you could say, different way and all that stuff, especially in the fact of because I'm willing to admit this is the best adaptation of a video game, from a video game property ever and all that
I
stuff.
don't know. Super Mario Bros. Movie is pretty damn good.
Stop, Manny. I know how much you love that movie, but even you have to agree that this
Yeah,
Arcane is one of the best. Is one of the
yeah,
best. Is the best video
yeah.
game adaptation ever.
I'd put like Arcane, then Super Mario Bros, then Detective Pikachu.
And all that stuff. Agree with two of those, but okay. Um,
What, you didn't like Detective Pikachu, really?
I love Detective Pikachu. I hate you for the fact that you said that. I hate the fact that you just said that right now.
Uh,
I hate that you said that. That pisses me off so much. It's pissing me off so much right
there's only one thing that like about Arcane that isn't even a con. It's more like I'm not angry as in I hate this movie. I'm angry that
now. Not
they
even a
didn't show it to
movie.
me, but like or anime, cartoon, series, show, graphic novel, whatever you want to call it. Um, I don't know what you want to call it. Uh,
Show. Just give it. Just
I'm not.
call it a
I'm
show.
not angry. I'm just. What would you call it?
Just say it. What is it?
Not anger, and I wouldn't say disappointed because I'm not disappointed either. But like, I'm really excited because of the fact that they didn't show this piece. And like they just kind of like somewhat alluded to it. Was that Vander didn't transform into what he transforms into?
Oh, I know what you're talking
So
about. I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. But like, I'm excited for it because
But
that's one of my favorite characters. So
I
I'm
think,
still really excited
I,
for it.
I think that's more of a I think that's supposed to be the tease, more of a tease to get you ready for that stuff, for that to
Yeah, I
come
think so.
and all that stuff. Cause I love Vander in the show, uh, and everything. I love the character of Vander, him, like, just in that first act and everything like that. But when I found out that he could potentially, like, and everything, he could be he's potentially to become one of these legends and all that stuff,
Right.
intrigued me even more of what could happen because like I was already thinking like it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen in this season, but most likely if back then it was like if the potential of a second one does come into play, they'll probably do that. And for that stuff. And then there was a tease at the end of it, and I'm like, okay, cool. We'll probably get closer to it and all that stuff. For that stuff. That's interesting. Like there's a lot of things, especially how the last episode ending, that's like every single thing, every single plot line of that ending, like because it's kind of up in the air in a way. It's like I'm all excited. Normally for like shows and movies in particular, there's always like some plot lines that are still needed that'll continue on into a sequel or something else, but there's only like maybe a few of them that you would actually like want to see.
Right.
Arcane has every single thing that's still left open in a way for next season. I'm excited for every single one of them and everything because I'm invested with all these goddamn characters and all that stuff
Yeah.
and every stuff. And then again, this is coming from someone who doesn't play League again and all that stuff. Like some of the characters that are from the game, like I knew of, but I never knew of much of their the backstory as much and all that stuff. They're not few of them and all that stuff. I didn't know their lore and all that stuff. I ended up looking up some of the stuff after watching Arcane for some of them, but like reading that stuff, like it's like okay, I feel like this is something that's Arcane is way like we already knew Arcane was way set before the actual game itself, but I feel like it's more beyond that based off the lore of certain characters that I've read
Right.
and all that stuff. So it's like and everything, or it's like they'll probably do some changes or something like that. Plan on making it more
That's true. I mean, the
continuity to it.
character that we're talking about has gotten his character backstory and lore changed, I think twice or three times already. So I mean,
And all that stuff. So it's like
you
it's
know,
yeah. So it's like I feel like, and that's fine. And all that stuff. I mean, well, for me, it's fine because, like I said, like I don't know much about it, but I'm willing to learn about it. Will it affect other people, like other league players, like and all that stuff? Most likely, probably. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll affect them in general. Because I mean, regular League, it doesn't really have to do with backstory, really.
Exactly. That's and exactly.
So I mean, the lore and the backstory is it's like Fortnite.
It's
It's
just
cool
there.
to know the story and backstory,
Okay.
but it's kind of just there.
Fortnite in particularly though, that is a that's a whole other thing in itself. Really
Yeah.
now, especially now. Oh, and but it's like I've like here's like the thing what like I'm so invested in this. I'm over here finding YouTube videos of reactions to these episodes who are and I'm so far I've been finding people that react to it who don't know League at all and all that stuff and everything. Like they know of it, but they don't know anything about it and all that stuff. And the fact that they are and they love but the thing is they love the show and all that stuff because they haven't gotten the ones I've been watching they haven't showed all 9 episodes yet, but it's like the ones I've seen, like they've loved the show and everything, and that's something that's a lot. That's saying a lot. That's something special right there. On all honesty and everything,
Yeah.
in my opinion, for the fact that of an adaptation from a video game bringing this much into these 9 episodes, and people are loving it. That is crazy and all that stuff. That is crazy
It is.
and everything. And it's like it's I think like dude like you don't know how many times like I'm just like I'm it's so bad of doing a rewatch. I'm actually trying to back myself off from not doing it and all that stuff because I feel like I'm just gonna keep watching it over and over again because that's how much I love it and everything for this because it's like it's really good. I was like I like I said I was excited. I was excited to see this no matter what. No, but like before everything like was the funny part about it though. It's like it came the first act one came out on the weekend I was gone out of town in LA and everything. And I was like, and then like I got something that popped up on my thing and it was like Arcane comes out this weekend. I was like, oh, that is coming out this week. It is happening. And it's like I just happened to have like I happened to be in the hotel room. I had nothing else to do. I had my iPad hooked up to my wife to the Wi-Fi. I was like, you know what? Let's watch
You
the
could
first
try hooked up to your wife.
to the Wi-Fi to the Wi-Fi. I mean to the Wi-Fi. I
Oh,
mean.
yeah, hooked up to the wife. Got you.
I
Got
mean,
you.
and I was like, you know what? Well, let's watch the first episode and everything because it was kind of late. It was getting kind of late, and I was like, we have to get up early to go to Universal and watch the first episode. And I was like, one more episode. Let's watch the second one and everything. Watch the second one and everything, and I'm just like, uh, and then I was like, okay, this is good. This is getting good. I didn't watch the third one. I watched it the next night, and I was like, how that episode ended. I was like, I need Act Two right now. I need Act Two right now. Like this is really good. Then Act Two came. Episode four came in. I was like, oh, okay, this is getting interesting. Episode five. I'm like, what is happening to me right now? Why am I'm loving this more than I normally should. Not right now. Episode six, and it gets there, gets to that moment, gets to the end. I'm like, these cliffhangers are crazy right now. And then the final act this past weekend, I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my couch, per se. I was like, I need a season. I was like, I need season two. I need season two right now. And what's funny is like the day it got announced. This is right before it got announced. I literally posted on Instagram on my story. I was like, season two, please? Question mark. And then literally like 15 minutes later, they announce it. I'm like, talk about timing and all that stuff. I can't believe. I'm excited. I think season two probably won't be next year, but the year after, which is fine and all that stuff. But man, I love this show. I really do.
Glad to see you like the show. Maybe you can consider playing um, the game a little bit more ahead of.
I'll play Wild Rift. I'll play the mobile one.
I don't play that.
I'm kidding. What was I gonna say? I still gotta start. Since we're like speaking about League of Legends, like lore in general, since they're now expanding the franchise and some other stuff, especially like other games, style of games. The Ruin King, which is like which is a turn RPG game, came out last week. I'm probably starting on that this week
Mm.
and all that stuff. And that's set. It's set around the time. It's like you play as a couple other different legends, like Misfortune, a couple Yasuo, and someone else, and all that stuff. And it's set in the Shadow Isles. If I heard
Oh, cool.
if I heard that correctly, if I remember correctly, yeah. So it's like that's gonna be interesting to check out and everything like that. I'm excited for season two of Arcane. Um, there's gonna be a fighting game.
You gonna play that one too?
Oh, they fight because I already knew about it because they I guess you can say brought it up 2 years ago during Riot's 10th anniversary celebration, and there was like it was very early, so there wasn't much they can talk about really, but they were working on a fighting game. Um, Sunday during the Arcane Riot post event, like after everything was done. And also, they had like a little event thing, and they talked about it again. They brought it up again, and they showed like proof of concept gameplay. And oh boy, did that look fun! That looks fun and everything. I'm very excited. They said they're going to talk about it more second half next year.
You know, it's really fun playing regular league.
I understand that. Like I get that. Like I get that. But you come on now. I think the lore of League can like what League is in general and all stuff, like League of Legends. the world of Ruterra pretty much has this opportunity to expand to other mediums and genres and all that stuff, and it's already attracted me with not just Arcane but Ruin King, since it's a turn RPG game, the fighting game, and all that stuff. Which I love fighting games. I enjoy playing fighting games and all that stuff, which is going to be exciting too. I can see like I think this will probably most likely help League in a way to that main game in general too. If people are going to get interested in that, I think this helps them a lot and everything. Um, and every for that, but well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm never gonna play League and all that stuff. It's just more of because the one remember the one time we tried to do that, we never could because something always came up and all that stuff. That one time we tried to do it. I'm not saying I'm not down for it. It's just like the itch hasn't come for it to do it and all that stuff. Well, I can say Arcane has somewhat brought it up, but it's not enough. It hasn't been enough yet in a way, unfortunately.
Hmm. Okay. So let me just check you off of my list right here. There we go. That's another week. That's denied. That's
Wait, are you saying like you try like you ask me like are you saying another week tonight? You say it like you ask me every week to play League.
another week denied. That's 27 straight. That's
It's not at all. Literally, literally this guy texts us in the group chat Saturday. He's like, Fortnite. I was like, wait, what? And I was like, that could have been your opportunity. That could have been the opportune moment to be like, how about League instead? And I probably would have said, yeah, probably.
I was playing League all day up to that point.
Oh, see, now that's your fault right there.
I played League, I think 6 hours already.
And then
I
you
was replaying. That was like my 6th hour when I texted you.
Oh, okay. I was one because I
Yeah.
was like, it's like because he brought out of all the games we've played and all that stuff. He brings up Fortnite, which was kind of a shocking moment, and it was kind of shocking in a way, a little bit. I don't know why. And I was like, he could have just brought it up anything else and all that stuff. Because I kid you not, I was literally gonna say no because I really want to play Halo and all that stuff. But I was like, I haven't played Fortnite in a while. I need to catch up on story stuff just in case if anything pops up. Um, and all that stuff. And then I was like, oh sure, why not? And then when we got on, because I'm like, he was like at level 3 and all that stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I'm the only one that still plays this game.
Yeah, that's how it feels. What
and,
season
so,
was it that I was the only one
no, no,
playing?
no, 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 no. I played that season. We just never played it together a lot and all
Oh,
that
that's
stuff.
true.
Because I did complete my battle pass for that season
I did as well.
and all that stuff. I did complete my battle pass for that season. I think that wasn't
That was like
4.
3 seasons ago, I think.
It wasn't 4. It wasn't because 1, 2, and 3 I did play for sure. 5 I didn't as much. I want to say it was probably 5 then. Because I did play a lot of 2 and 3. 4 we played a lot of 4. We played a lot in 4 because that was the Marvel season. And I think 5 is when I like kind of like got off it a bit. So I think it was that because like especially after 4, which since it was so much, especially after that thing, I was like I think we kind of like took a break from it. Because that's also I think that was also around the time when Arturo got his Xbox. We were playing COD.
Yeah, we're playing COD and Apex a lot that season. Cause I started playing Apex quite a bit as well. That
Also,
makes sense. Yeah.
been honest.
Yeah. Well, that's today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a good time. I know we did. Um, Hope that makes you guys want to either see The Last Duel or Arcane or play League or watch Ghost
I highly recommend Arcane
Last Duel.
and all that stuff. I really highly recommend it. It's really good. Like even if you're not into League and all that stuff,
Yeah.
really worth it. I'm excited for season 2. I feel like you can spin off Arcane too, like into different stuff. Since there's so many other, because like I found out there's like so many other worlds and all that stuff, especially after meeting Mel's mother and all that stuff from the world that from the other area they come from. I was like, dude, spin off the spin-offs they can come up with, dude. I can't wait. I'm excited. It gets me more excited now. I'm excited. Sorry, continue. My apologies.
No, that's pretty much it. So we hope you guys have a good time. Hope you guys have an awesome week. I know we will. We
Uh,
have.
before you, I don't know if you're gonna mention. I didn't know if you're gonna pop it. I just want to say it now. For those of you who live in the U.S., Happy Thanksgiving,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because this
I was
episode
gonna
does
give.
come out. This episode does come out the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day. Gobble gobble. Um. Hope you guys enjoy your 4-day weekend. For those of you who work. Um.
If you're working the weekend, we wish you luck.
Yeah, yeah. If you're working in a department store and you have to work Black Friday, sorry. Um. Protect yourself. I guess.
Drink
I,
a
I
lot
don't
of
know what the man is.
drink a lot of water.
Yep. Drink a lot of water. You know what I've been drinking?
Hmm.
Mellow Yellow Zero.
See,
Same great taste, zero the calories.
see, he's trying to make an ad out of it. He's trying to bring free advertising. He's trying to get. He's trying to put sponsors in this. He's trying to get sponsors. I don't blame him. I mean, that's why there's Rockstar cans behind me. But still,
When I go for an ice cold refreshing drink, I reach for a Mellow Yellow Zero. Oh man! All right, we hope you guys have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
later.